Who is Putin, Vladimir Putin, the unknown Russian president? This is Revelations by the head rabbi of Russia, Rabbi Lazar. And this is something I didn't even know. We all thought that he was a very faithful Christian Orthodox Russian, and we don't know what is behind all that, if it's theater or not, but let's see what the rabbi says. Who is Putin, this unknown Russian president? Certainly many of us have a good opinion of the Russian president. It's not necessarily a bad thing. However, it's useful to know some things about him and those behind him. When the U.S. failed to function as the one and only world power after the end of the Cold War, it tried to integrate Russia into its own establishment, that of the New World Order. Putin, however, seems to have rejected this scenario from the first moment. However, from then on, he is forced into a dilemma on how to manage the situation that has arisen from here on out. That is, I will either challenge the existing system, he would say, and offer an alternative proposal solution, or will accept it by playing the role of the opposing all, necessarily dividing the planet into two parts, the Western elite and the Eastern elite. President Putin may be coming forward at the moment, but there are aspects of his life which are mostly unknown that are important to know because they may help us understand which leg of the above dilemma will follow. And we have pictures of Putin with Chief Rabbi Beryl Lazar. Putin's personal rabbi and Chief Rabbi of Russia, Beryl Lazar, makes public revelations about Putin in his youth, that he mingled with and grew up in a Jewish family. This is what Chief Rabbi of Russia, Beryl Lazar, states, that Putin in his youth mingled with and grew up in a Jewish family. And if this seems like a mistake, it's important to mention that Putin rose to power thanks to the help and also his relations with the Jewish oligarchs. In addition, it's one of the great, perhaps reprehensible importance to say that the president's mentor was the former U.S. Secretary of State, Henry Kissinger, with whom he recently met. And remember what Henry Kissinger said concerning Ukraine and Russia, that it was a mistake for NATO trying to push towards the Ukrainian-Russian borders because Russia would never allow that or stand for that. I, for one, did not know that Putin's mentor was Henry Kissinger. That's a surprise to me. Now, with these and others, it's easy to understand that, which of course Henry Kissinger is himself Jewish. Now, with these and others, it's easy to understand that President Vladimir Putin is sitting in a chair and in a very Western system for the region he is in, and very different from what we all have the impression of. So on which side of the dilemma will the Russian president finally stand? All this information and much more we learned from Nicholas Lau, who is a doctor of philosophy and a political analyst. While elected since August 2008, he's popularly elected as life president of the Order of the Enlightenment, hence the Illuminati. This is from Geopolitics and Neopolitics of September 2nd. It's an old article of 2016, but I just found it today and I was very surprised with the details in this. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.